The law.
Yes, please.
Alright, let me start punching people. Gonna punch.
Oh god, they're back.
Gonna punch
Repress.
Therese. Yeah, this guy here is gonna do one punch against Therese, one punch against Sidian.
Oh god, instead of hiccups, now they're sneezing.
And both shot attacks are gonna miss. So, you know what? Clownery.
Good day.
This guy here. Gonna hop up on the table.
Oh shit!
And start attacking the blinded Donaruvian. I need some new dice.
What, murder dice?
Yeah, my dice bag has been evaporating over time. It used to be full. I don't know where they've gone. I haven't been taking them out. Gremlins.
Is it every time that you roll one, it goes off the side, you say you're going to go get it and then forget?
Yeah, I feel like you're saying that, and then there's just like hundreds.
I
of dice
cleaned up
underneath
today.
your
I
feet.
cleaned up today and found no dice.
Now
The funny thing is there's like no D20s left in here because those are clearly the ones I go and look for. But if you need a D12,
Does it feel like a Lego or does it feel like a massage ball? When you step on a D&D dice.
I'm more likely to step on Lego here, honestly.
Fair, fair.
His
I also
floor
have-
is
I
made
also
of
have some
D&D
skills.
dice.
So I guess I'm using these dang dice that can't roll for shit. Gonna attack Donna. That's gonna be a miss. And it's also gonna be a miss. You guys are getting the best luck in the world right now. Even with disadvantage, even with you being blind, with your eyes being dazzled, Donna, you can hear this thing moving and away from the punches and things. And it's your turn. You are blinded.
Woohoo!
Only if you take away the sight can you truly achieve. Get good.
Now, I'm just gonna check because... yeah. Okay. I have a regular healing potion.
Yes.
If I try and drink it, is he gonna punch it into my throat?
Well,
Or can I just try and
You
heal?
you just heal. It's a bonus action.
Okey-doke.
Do you want me to roll it?
Yes, please. Everything is falling apart. How do I get busy?
There you go. I got you a good roll.
that's the best thing possible.
Yay!
You healed 10.
This is why I'm marrying you.
It doesn't
That's a
matter.
bonus action. What else would you be interested in doing this fine evening?
I'm gonna smash it and stab him with it. No.
You can. You have disadvantage if you want to attack this dude.
Okay.
Because of the blindness.
You can't see. You got sparkles in your eyes. I have sparkles in my eyes right now. That is going to be a series of misses.
1, 2, 10.
Okay.
Throw away the shattered bottle. It's not working.
Vilnora.
All right. So
There's kind of a brawl going on here, but luckily people haven't been damaged too much yet.
yeah. I very much assume that's going to be a small room in there. So Vilnora, while she assumes people aren't really looking at her, she just doesn't want to be seen, and cast the darkness spell with 2.
Oh yes, just darkness
2
in
sorcery
here.
points.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah,
have darkness
on herself.
Can you click darkness real quick?
Yes.
So I can know the exact
laser.
size. I should really like save this and have it like on my in one of my sets so I can just go, here's a darkness thing. Maybe I'll remember to do that after this stream. Ooh, shine.
15 radius.
Yeah. Oh, God damn it. I set the colors up and then it's like, hey, do you want to change colors? No. I want the darkness.
So just like her eyes fill up with black and darkness surrounds her. She can see through this magical darkness. And she's not going to, no one's going to target her with counterspell ever again.
Awesome.
And I will get a little bit closer, but not so much as to impede anyone's point of view.
Awesome.
Yes. I have put that on an item that I'm wearing, so the darkness will follow me.
Oh, okay. I forget that you could do that with darkness.
Yeah.
Therese.
Just trying to work a couple of things out.
really nice.
I am going to.
It's gonna be like that.
Is that space that's just past the gnome? Is that like a viable space to dump a spiritual weapon in?
I don't see why not, Ian.
I would like to dump a spiritual weapon between him.
Oh,
and
you're
the door.
just gonna yeet a spiritual weapon back there. What weapon is it?
I imagine this would be a. Oh, I did say that correctly. I would imagine this would be like a lantern with a warm glow coming off it.
We've got lanterns.
It just
We can do
comes
that one.
close and sort of burns slightly, and then goes the other way a little bit.
Don't you worry, we've got lanterns. Alright, so 16. Does it attack when it's spawned? I never remember that.
It does.
Okay, well, 16 is an attack that should hit.
Hopefully, hopefully.
Yes. Okay, that's pretty excellent. So the gnome, freshly removed of his skin suit, you could say degloved, is clearly like ready to get into that doorway, and then the lantern sort of coalesces together in sunlight, starts swinging at him, and it's genuine. Like, gnomish eyes are very similar to a cat's, and you see the eyelids like to just try to get away from the light.
That is a bonus action.
Oh, that's right.
I'm going ham. I am casting Scorching Ray on him,
Get it.
which is going to be very fun.
Holy shit.
You gotta love them.
You. No, it's
Unless
too
he
late to do
counters
this.
them.
No, that's a hit. Yeah.
Okay. That's the first one.
Oh my god.
This is the second one.
Nice.
Boy. I.
Third one.
It's a hit. Yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal.
And this is
Nice.
just like
Destroyed.
similar to the guiding bolt. This is just like sort of 3 small spheres like appear around trees, and just like warm glows start like moving. Oh, it's like it's weird to see like light physically moving, but that's basically what it is. Like a beam goes towards him and just.
And he is burning. And it's like, it's not like it's it's not like a scorching ray where it's kind of a beam and it causes the burn. It's just the light is causing him to burn. And he is yelling and screaming and trying to get out of this situation as best he can. He is going to open the door and run.
Is he going to
Did
do
we
Lord of the Rings and just plummet off the edge of a building?
Did we ever establish whether spiritual weapon gets an opportunity?
No.
Yeah.
They don't have reactions. They're not creatures.
True. That is, of course, they're not. What are they talking about?
And he's yelling, assumingly now in Gnomish, as he's running, as he's burning, commands at his bodyguards. But he is literally like, there is a plume of smoke following him as he's running right now.
What does a gnome smell like?
Right now, barbecue.
Barbecue gnome.
I can't ask what the foley of that
Sidium.
is, so the next best thing.
Yeah. It is the smell of burning flesh. I mean,
Great.
Oh yes, that advantage.
hell
Yeah,
yeah.
it's coming in handy.
It's coming up. It's coming up.
Do it.
It's there.
It's much better.
And I'm Javert.
No!
Do not forget my name. All
The
right.
mashup that nobody wanted.
I want it.
Listen.
I always want it. You've reminded me of my favorite line in anything ever. Yeah, that's a brutal strike. It does not take down the bodyguard, but it does reveal what you were curious about. You know, you get another strike to the kind of like a belly plate of this, because that's kind of how dwarven armors often function, because, you know, they're little round boys. And it just comes off, and it is just an empty. It is an empty suit of armor with a warm, lifelike glow of a kind of orangey red inside it. You can even see.
Killing Alphonse Elric.
You can.
Where is this blood seal?
Hold up.
All right.
Well, you can even see a dwarven rune inside it that is kind of
Just-
emanating this color and light.
Channel a powerful mum and just go.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. I end my turn.
Awesome. These guys, who I will now refer to as Durost from now on, if you are... I mean, it's kind of obvious if you watch the other shows, but they... again, despite being animated armor, they're showing a lot of emotion. You take out the belly of this one, and it kind of crumbles to the floor and holds onto it and pulls itself back up. And straight up in Dwarven, there is even... kind of emanates from around it. It says in Dwarven to the other ones, like, I don't think I can go on.
I'm sad.
And the other one does kind of call out, like, we must. We'll be dismantled, or worse. I don't know why this guy kind of jumped off the table there. He wasn't meant to. But this one will, like every boxer in every movie, kind of do the get back up into position.
Man, these guys are so sad. What are their souls made of? Child souls?
Whap. And it's just
I feel
going
like
to
this is a
attack
reference.
Their souls are made
Sidian.
of child souls. Cool.
He's going to get a hit.
I'm proud of him.
It's going to be an 11. They haven't been hitting very much, but when they do hit, it's just a steel gauntlet with no, slowdown from men. And just... It misses the first strike, though. But it is really looking like it's looking for a way out of this situation. But unfortunately, it's super surrounded. You're actually no longer blinded, Donna. That fades. This guy here, he's going to make one attack against you, Donna. Which I totally fumbled. Okay, there's going to be a hit. Aha. That's going to be 6 damage against you, Donna. I was trying to remember why his Constitution save sewed up.
That's something that's something I've never thought about. Technically, when you make a concentration check for Bless, you get to use Bless.
Yep. It makes it less likely to go down, as we just saw.
Never
so-
occurred to me.
6 damage to Donna, and then it's going to make a shove to try and make you go prone. You can give me an acrobatics or athletics roll.
It's going to have to be acrobatics because that's the one that I should be okay with.
Okay, you're actually better enough, and these are fast, but they're still heavy. So as it tries to shove you off, and you're fighting on top of this desk, remember? It tries to shove you.
From the famous kung fu movie where they're on tables and they're like,
Oh yeah, just jump up and over the attacks.
But exactly. You do that kind of thing, and seeing it fails, he still commits to his idea. He's going to use his ability to dash here, and again, kind of like tap the other Doros, kind of like lock arms. You can use a reaction to take an opportunity attack against him if you was, as he kind of like launches. You don't have to. You can save your reaction for something else.
Part of me wants to ask if they surrender, but I'm not sure when I can while everything happening.
They're still fighting. I mean, they're clearly
I think
not committed, but they are fighting.
as he,
Their engine rallied, but
I'll say, do you surrender? And as he hops off, take an opportunity attack, just in case.
it definitely does not reply to you.
Okay.
Ooh, that is a miss.
Bless.
Ooh, that is a hit.
Woohoo!
Remember your bless, folks.
Black.
But your bladed weapon seems ineffective against the chunky armor of the Duros.
So chunk.
It's gonna get here, it's gonna tag in, it's gonna defend its ally with its warding dash. Donna, what are you interested in doing? Black Thread ran away up here.
I'm going after the thread of black.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you gonna dash?
Yeah.
1, 2.
Oh,
Three.
hello!
You still have your action surge if you wanted to attack him.
What a way to take out a boss with an action surge dash.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead. It's a hit!
Woohoo!
How do you want to take him down?
Yeah. So many questions. But he's like, can I?
He's burning alive!
He's already dead.
I want to ask you some questions. Ah!
I just around the corner.
Just take him out.
Not
Just,
really
just,
the coolest.
it's just efficient.
Deja vu.
It's
I was just about to say.
And revenge has been gained.
revenge for my dwarven boy. Maybe something dramatic in hindsight, like what was your character's name? You've been avenged, Daniken.
Awesome. Vilnora.
Probably.
What was your
What was your name?
What is the name of your dead character we're avenging right now? Wow.
You've been avenged, Anakin. What? I
No, it's just a whisper.
did I hear what the Duros said to each other before?
Do
Were
you
they
speak
speaking in
Dwarven?
Dwarvish or-
Yeah,
No.
it's Dwarven.
Oh, I speak. Do I speak Dwarven? I think I speak Dwarven.
You do speak Dwarven. So you hear them
Sorry.
kind of trying to support each other, and their voices are kind of tinkly. You know, like they're
Yeah.
coming through the metal. But not like someone wearing a helmet.
I assume. Well, can I still assume that they speak Undercommon and try and get them to
Sure.
surrender?
You can try and talk to them
Yeah.
in Undercommon.
I will try and talk to them in Undercommon from
Yeah,
the
make
dark,
friends with all of the undercommon people.
from the darkness, from the dark void that is Vilnora. That is Vilnora right now. Be not afraid. I'm the Eye of Sauron. I call out to the Duros, and do I know what Duros are?
Give me a history check.
Hell yeah.
Hit the button will stay in there.
Your family from whence the Underdark they came, they're too new an addition to the Underdark ecosystem for you to know about.
That's fair. I will use a bonus action to try and get them to surrender, and say something along the line of, in Undercommon, we don't have to fight anymore. Please stop, and we will spare your lives.
And roll persuasion. And I was gonna say, how do you know you don't have to fight? The guy stopped screaming, which probably means he's dead. So the two Duros here, kind of hearing that, they do kind of look at each other with a slight sort of creak of the metal armor. and they will sort of step out of the way, hands up. One of them a little, like, kind of crumpled, like a powered-down robot, but they will surrender.
Thank you.
There's the darkness.
Giving you success. You've succeeded.
Yay.
Can we make sure that there's no mind flayers around?
You can search around, revealing
I'd like
the
to ask the
inside
Duros
of.
as well.
Yeah, you asked them. It's like, it's just us.
Do you need a doctor or a mechanic?
Smith.
Smithy.
The one with like a broken arm and a broken stomach. It's like, I will be fine. With like a fading to the voice, like every robot would have, you know the one.
I would. How do I incite a Duros?
It's very hard to do, but you can.
I will. Did he quiver? Did his voice quiver?
His
hell
voice totally quivered. He is not okay.
But when I asked is there anyone else? Are there mind flayers? Is there anything else dangerous?
Yeah, they said it's just us. They'll go into more detail that Black Fred was put here first and they were bought by him to be his bodyguard. And to sort of secure the place, once it was clear that you guys were coming back, more people came from the fortress below.
Down under.
And you can even see the fortress below now. With you guys taking the fort, you can go out and open. And remember that big door that you couldn't open before with the dwarven face upon it that looked very significant? With like faded in brass and stuff. When you open that up, it opens a chasm chamber in the caves that goes downwards with a big holy fortress to the dwarven god of protection against this kind of thing. Which they took first, and then, obviously kind of were doing a lot of operations from there. Any of the Underdark forces that were in that fort were easily taken care of by the rest of your soldiers in this time. And there's no more of their forces remaining. Not even a single mind flayer hiding out.
I make sure that the Duros aren't harmed, because they sound like sweet baby boys.
Baby boys that tried to fucking shank you.
They didn't try to. They just tried to punch.
They didn't hurt me at all, and therefore I like them unconditionally.
Yeah, in your terrifying whirlpool of inky blackness, nothing hurt you.
I'm glad none of you are questioning it.
I'm gonna.
Therese is looking at you, looking at it very strangely.
Donnery comes around the corner. What the fuck was that?
City is just like darkness, huh?
I don't think I know the lore well enough, but I feel like that's only like dark elf stuff, right? Can people do shadow?
You can give
magic?
me an Arcana roll.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I will.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that does seem to be usurper elf magic that Vilnora has been using all of this time, more attuned to the realm of shadows, which is not inherently, connected, but the way she's wielding it, and especially as it's growing more in power, it's getting more and more clear what she's been hiding and how she's been able to speak the language of the deep.
I like to think that, when the 10 minutes is up, beforehand she's trying to dispel it, going go away, stop, but it's not going. And then so she's just for a little while
to be mad at.
And then eventually the 10 minutes goes up and it disappears, and she's just it's gone.
I think
You all
Donna
can see me now.
would say to her, because one doesn't speak doesn't mean one doesn't hide secrets poorly. I'm tired. Pretend that sentence made
No, it made total sense.
No,
It sounded a lot more eloquent in Elvish, of course. No, that was totally fine. That made sense.
Did you say that in Common or Elvish?
I imagine, I mean, you're speaking to the half-elf, right? It's your mother's tongue. Maybe to keep it secret from the others.
Yeah, nah.
Oh, you straight up
no
call them out.
secrets.
You're
here.
calling her out,
really
okay.
Just say it's in Elvish because Therese also speaks Elvish.
Whatever, it doesn't really matter.
But I think we're moving the prisoners. I just punched the microphone. I'm so sorry.
Who's boss?
No, I'm not going to do any ASMR shit. Anyway, we're just moving prisoners forward.
In response, she just says, "It's I just inherited the magic. It's alright. I'm a good guy."
Considering you fought with us against creatures of the Underrealm, I am willing to give you the benefit of a doubt.
Or it could mean your turncoat.
I was more worried about you, honestly, Therese. But
I cannot say I am fond nor approving of that type of magic, but as far as I have seen, you are an innocent and kind-hearted person, and I have spent many years among many different people. I like to think myself a decent judge of character. I do not like your magic, but I have no problem with you.
I think that means we're friends, because I like you too.
And I think that's an excellent, if terrible, place to end in here. The credits roll, you know, to somewhat
Do that,
epilogue.
like, freeze frame hype.
And you know, at the end of like Marvel movies, it's like, ah, yes, the party will be back. It's like the party will never be back. Done. Finn. But yes, as you rest Gemtodur free, of course, one thing comes clear in the following weeks and months, especially between the dwarven and elven delegates who are monitoring the situation, is that the threat of the Underrealm is very real and not just going to go away on its own. From now on, the Everhold coalition, mostly between dwarves and elves right now, maybe Therese will be able to help getting a bit of connection with Goldport, will be monitoring the situation, ready in alliance to take care against the allied forces of the Underrealm. Because if they're working together, mind flayers, elves, dwarves, gnomes in the dark, then we need to work together to save your world from them. And maybe many of these characters will be involved in those future fights. But we'll see. I do, however, imagine, after credits scene, these two Duros fixed up at Vilnora's mum's house, like having tea. like they came home. They've got a home now. Yeah, they got their names. They got their. I mean, they had names anyway. They got new names now.
And
Can't rename a dog.
I could just imagine that, like they're sweet and innocent. They can come and have their life.
Like to imagine them gardening.
Yeah,
I love the idea.
And you do you even remember
flower in their tummy? They just open it up, water it. And
I
then
have the
close
image
it
of the
again.
farmer hat and overalls on a Duros.
Oh.
Do you even remember that when you first encountered them, they were looking at the majesty of the stars? Because they've never seen them before.
Oh, that's
They're
what
sweet boys. So at least you let them live. And they get a little happy ending as well. But that's everything tied up in a neat little bow. Derniking avenged, situation solved, an alliance being prepared against the movement of the dark. But who knows what cruel tricks the Treaty of the Deep will pull next. Maybe we'll see some in the future, but that's enough for Jarviskjir Everhold right now. We might... Well, that's kind of, that's in the air. I really like this time slot. Some of y'all really like this time slot. So I do really want to do another Jarviskjir show, or maybe even another RPG show on this time slot in the future. It's probably going to be a couple of weeks until we work that out. We definitely have ideas and concepts, but getting, you know, the crew together, we're going to need to say goodbye to some people, and begrudgingly allow new people into my pristine halls of RPG-ness. So... yeah, I think it's mostly Shelby. We're mostly saying goodbye to Shelby for the foreseeable future, which is a shame, but maybe we'll be able to wrangle another time in the future, because you're always welcome to come back. Yeah, so basically, keep an eye on Discord and my other streams. I will be telling you if there is a plan for what we're doing on Friday. What is that?
Is that a heart?
It's trying to make a heart. It looks like the McDonald's arches. But really wide.
Yeah, why don't we go and get some sponsored by McDonald's?
Yeah. That reminds me of the Pizza Hut song.
All right.
I'm tolerating
Good.
Pizza Hut.
Oh,
Chicken
yes!
Pizza Hut.
What a horrible, horrible memory. But yeah, we will be coming back to do stuff with some of this crew and this time slot. We're also, it's also soon there's going to be maybe something new coming to Wednesdays as well. Jarviskjir stuff and what we're doing is definitely going to change, especially with Schism coming up and a little bit more in the move to the mainstream. But keep you all updated. Right now, why don't we talk a little bit about what you do and who you are, starting with Dungeon Dad.
What up? That's me. I got 2 things to tell you. Number 1, I'm making a game called Schism with Ollie. I'm sure you've heard him talk about it. It's going to be dope. To follow that account on Twitter and everywhere else it can be followed. That's cool. Second thing, I have a YouTube channel. If you go on YouTube and you search Dungeon Dad, you will find it. And you will subscribe to it, and you will watch every video that I upload twice.
I have some
They're
watching to
pretty
do.
good, like...
Well, you know what, with that glowing endorsement, how could you say no?
They're so good, though! And you need to watch them a second time to get all the info.
All right. Well, I don't know how you could not subscribe after that.
Glowing recommendation.
Yeah, if you don't want to make Shelby sad, then that's what you'll do. Think of Vilnora and the Duras and how they're weeping for the lack of...
They would rust.
Yeah. Well,
Be a shame.
but maybe you shouldn't actually. In that case. Anyways, that's all I have to say about it. Schism's dope. Check it out. I have a YouTube channel if you like D&D monsters. There's cool shit there too. End of story.
Shelby.
I have a Twitter, sign in if anyone wants to say hi. Otherwise, I had a super, super fun time, and everyone here was fantastic. And everyone, yeah, thank you. It was really great. I'm gonna go to sleep after this.
Yeah, like that. You'll be able to sleep.
Oh, I have board games in the afternoon.
Well, the only people I play board games with are Ian and Zoe, so why don't you talk about yourselves real quick? There we go. Boom! Segue. Easy mode.
Hi, we're
Flawless.
Ian apostrophe Zoe.
Pretty
Why not
much.
Zoe and apostrophe.
Doesn't
Sound better the other way around.
No.
We're speaking of all these pristine halls of D&D. We are often sullying them. I am in most
Yes.
of. I am in like half of Jarviskjir's games, or more probably, like 2/3 of them or something crazy.
Right now, you're in all of them. Historically,
moment,
you're in half of them.
Zoe's in a lot of them at the moment as well. So there's, in addition to what's been going on here and what will hopefully go on again here in the future, there is a Monday game which is available on Ollie's Patreon, which you should go and subscribe to, because if nothing else, that is a lot of fun. That is a little bit more casual. It's not got video. It's sound only, but it is very fun and has a lot of interesting Jarv lore, because we're about however many tens of thousands of years in the past at the moment, so we're finding stuff that no one knows.
No one but us.
No one but us.
The people doing some work on Schism, which is very exciting.
Yes. And the Wednesday game, I would definitely recommend checking that out because it is, well, the next episode is the finale, season finale at the very least. We think,
Maybe.
we hope, we imagine so, probably. I mean, we're in the final battle. If it takes longer than a full session, that's pretty epic. So
It might. That's why I'm not saying it is the finale. It's very likely it might take 2. But
Yeah.
that's fine.
8-hour battle.
not
Yeah,
impossible.
6 hours.
But yeah, there's a lot of fun involved there. You should go check it out if you haven't already. It's been a good one, that one, and we now have an epic battle to finish it off.
Okay, last thing is me. You've already talked about all the other shows. I could talk a little bit more about Schism because if you don't know, to be more particular about it, Schism is going to be a series of collectible board games set in Jarviskjir. So things you're learning now, ooh, better remember them because lots of things are coming back. There's a lot of, as the people writing the lore side, there's all kinds of references and clever connections and all kinds of cool things. I can't talk about it as much as I'd love to, but we're working on some really cool stuff that we're really proud of. And there's also going to be other stuff coming from Arkans Entertainment in the future as well, so you should definitely follow all of that. What you can definitely do is hang out in the other streams. There's also all supported by Patreon. Right now, every Patreon gets access to the other shows and pretty much all the other content. I'm very busy, so you basically just get whatever you get. And right now I'm playing a bunch of other stuff on other days at stream. We're playing Avorion. It's a really chill space game, and it's a community game. If anyone has Avorion, you can join it if you're part of the community. And it's really fun. I'm really enjoying it.
I prefer Sylveon.
Bye!
What a way to end the series!